along to another edition of Adventures with Otis, and this morning we're back alongside the River Usk on the west bank, and we're going to continue the Usk Valley Walk up through Newport. Okay Otis, you ready? Let's go. Well, if you've missed part one, please click on the link at the top right hand corner. Okay Otis, how are you this morning? It's not as bright and cheery as yesterday, is it? But it's certainly not a bad day at all. Very muggy at the moment. The sun is hiding behind the clouds. But hey ho, onwards we go. This way Otis, come on boy, this way. Well, looks like there's a Rambler sticker there on the lamppost. Well, if you've been on the brecconbeacons.org website, you'll notice the Usk Valley Walk route on there. And it shows it started at Cullinan at the Roman town, right the way up to Brecon. But it actually starts down here, right in the heart of Newport. And in the last episode I mentioned that the Usk River itself is 88 miles long. It's actually 78 miles long, which is around about 125 kilometres. Now, as I mentioned before, the River Usk starts right up the northern slopes of the Black Mountains, and that's in the west part of the Brecon Beacons National Park, initially forming the boundary between Carmarthenshire and Powys. But the actual river itself, or rather I should say the Usk Valley walk route, actually proclaims to be 48 miles long in all. Oh, wait there Otis, good boy. And the first of our signs or plaques on this walk this morning. Well, as I said, the River Usk rises in the Brecon Beacons, and for the whole length of its journey it contains a wealth of plants and animals, some of which are very rare indeed in the centre of Newport. The River Usk merges with the strong tidal waters of the River Severn. This combination of river and tidal conditions in the estuary, pills and reeds allow specialist plants to grow on the banks and mudflats. These provide food, shelter and breeding areas for the associated range of animals and birds. This includes a rare species of animals such as otters, redshank and reed warblers. And these animals and the river habitats that they depend on are both rare in Europe and around Britain. Therefore, the River Usk is designated as both a site of scientific interest and a special area of conservation. And just coming up ahead of us now is the wonderful Octopus Lounge, who do deliveries as well. Absolutely wonderful. Food is great, and they even sell Joe's ice cream. But before the Octopus Lounge was here, just in the background behind the building was a place called the Octopus Bridge. And here's what it was like in 1988, all before the change of the new developments. And next up ahead of us was a small dry dock. It's around about 80-90 metres long, originally only a couple metres wide, and it's shown on the Admiral's chart with its entrance into the River Usk to a southeasterly outlet of what is known as Jack's Pill onto the main river. And once upon a time it was known to be the place of the scrapyard, and now it's all part of the Usk Valley Walk. Okay Otis, you alright? Good boy. And the sun is peering through. What a wonderful sight. Even though the dry dock on the Admiral's Church is 2 metres wide, it's actually about 6 metres wide by the looks of it along here. Although perhaps that's just Jack's Pill. Anyway, there we go, another Usk Valley Walk sign. We're definitely going the right way, Otis. Well, on our left-hand side here, behind these boards, is the Newport University residential sort of area. But once upon a time, this was the home of the Newport Coal Board, and I can't quite see over the top, but this used to be all part of the Newport Coal Depot. And if I find a photograph later, I'll post it right by here. And coming up ahead of us, we've got the George Street Bridge, which opened on the 9th of April 1964. I think I got that date right anyway. And the grand names were proposed for the bridge, but eventually it was named after the relatively small George Street on the western bank of the River Usk. And as you can see, it is a fantastic cable stay bridge. Matter of fact, it's the very first cable stay bridge in the UK to be built. And once again we're under a bridge, and we can see the full span of this concrete mass right the way across the River Usk. Wow, okay Otis? Oh, you're not impressed, okay. And of course, if you want to cross over the River Usk before at 964, you'd have had to use either the Transport Bridge or the bridge up by Newport Castle. And here we are, we're still on the Usk Valley Walk. That's good to know. Well, I've walked past this plaque so many times. Otis, wait here. About time we got to go and have a look at it. Oh, so it's to commemorate the opening of the West Bank Walk. Okay, back in August 2001. And it's very faded, but this is actually a plan of the Newport docks at the time alongside the River Usk. And all the wharfs and all the railway tracks. That's phenomenal, Otis. Come on, let's carry on. And here's the other iconic bridge in Newport. This is the Newport City Footbridge, which is just a cycleway and a pedestrian way across this part of the River Usk. I think it's an A-frame supported suspension bridge. And one of the very many few visitors maps of Newport. Croeso, or welcome. There's even an app. There we go. All clever stuff. And this is Cruisers Walk, which follows the complete west bank, I think, just past the university, and then right the way up to the Newport Bridge, the other end. Come on, Otis, this way. We're not crossing over the footbridge today. There it is. And another visitor's map. This one, I think, shows the shopping areas in Newport. Yeah, it certainly does. And Friars Walk, we'll go past that very soon. That replaced the John Frost Square of years past. And there's the key for the visitors. Okay, and over here is a map showing the twin town Heidenheim with Newport. We're upside down because there's a funfair ride set on it. Hey ho! I think you'll find that in one of our other videos. And just up ahead of us now we've got the world-renowned boxer just beyond the cycle path sign. David Bomber Pearce. He was a Welsh heavyweight boxing champion known as Welsh Rocky, and Pearce held the Welsh record and British heavyweight titles. Okay, Otis, how are you doing? Good boy. And here's the riverfront, which is the principal theatre and arts centre in the city of Newport, directly opposite the Bristol Packet Wharf. And this is where the white funnel liners used to moor up, ready to take their passengers across to Westsupermare and Ilfracombe and such. Wasn't going to, but I think we'll cross over the bridge just up there, and have a little wander over to the quay and you'll be able to see where the white funnel liners all set sail from. There we go, another Usk Valley Walk sign. And just behind us we got the Friars Walk and of course the riverfront building. There we go. Fantastic. Okay Otis, let's head over, because next stop, oh I was going to say is the Wave, but hang on, what's this here? Town Reach, Newport Borough Council. Butterfly Brick Limited. Not heard of that Otis. You learn something new every day. Yes, as I was going to say, this is the Wave up ahead of us. This is actually an award-winning sculpture created by Peter Fink in 1991. And it stands very prominent here on Newport's riverfront, standing 40 feet tall. And it's supposed to represent steel and the steel trades, sorry, the sea trades, which have played a very important role in Newport's development. Oh, here's a plaque I've not seen before. River Usk was the deepest river in commercial use in the UK. It was the backbone of the town's transportation of exports such as coal since the completion, and at the end of the 18th century the Monmouthshire and Brecon Canal, which linked Newport, Crumlin and Brecon. The line of the canal is now followed by the route present with the Kingsway dual carriageway. Okay Otis, come on, let's head over the bridge. Looks like we've got another sign up ahead of us showing the Usk Valley Walk, which shows us, or directs us underneath the subway. But first of all I think we're going to go up and head up over the bridge. Okay Otis, up the bridge we go. That's a good boy, show me the way. Oh, and from here I can just about make out the Newport City Bridge in the distance, then Georgie Bridge, and of course the Newport City Walkway Bridge. Fantastic, great view down the Usk there. And this is the Newport Town Bridge. It was built in 1927, I believe the 22nd of June, and it was opened to traffic by the Transport Minister Wilfred Ashley. Well Otis, this way. Good boy. And this is the plaque that I've been looking for. The Newport Harbour Commissioner's Landing Stage, pedal steamers of P&A Campbell's famous White Funnel Line. And this is where they used to collect the passengers. Okay Otis, well hopefully you've got a couple of photographs there of what it was like years back, with the white funnel steamers going up and down this river. Absolutely beautiful. Anyway, we're going to head back across the bridge and continue our walk along the Usk Valley Way. And for those that don't know, that's the Newport coat of arms. Well, the old green crossing here has changed throughout the years. It's about to change again apparently, and they're going to get rid of these subways, which is really a shame because of these beautiful mosaics that have been here to show the history of Newport over the period of time, with the canals, the railways, and the of course the white funnel steam lines, as you can see here in this mosaic. And they're talking about changing it back to a crossing. And a great old picture there of the old bridge as well. There we go. And not only got mosaics in the subways, but here at the main circle area of the old green, we've got this fantastic sort of carving in the stone and a mosaic showing the canal, the railway. And this is the Monmouthshire Canal, the Monmouthshire Railway of the time in the 1800s. Absolutely fantastic. I'm having trouble making out what this is about, but it's the Monmouthshire Railway and Canal Company, 1880. Can't quite make out the writing, we'll have to play it back when I get home and have a look. Anyway, for those who can read it, there you go. Well, as we come out the subway here, you've got the Norman Castle, which was built around about the 14th century, probably by Hugh de Oldey, the first Earl of Gloucestershire, or his son-in-law maybe, the Ralph, the Earl of Stafford. Well, no, they're there anyway. And in 1522 it was destroyed by Oliver Cromwell's force in the Civil War. And here we are just coming into Shaftsbury, and from here we got a great view actually. I just pan around, you got the Shaftsbury play area, and in the background there just about make out the Newport Civic Centre building. And if we pan along where the old Sainsbury's used to be, then you can make out the railway bridge going across the Usk, and the Newport Castle in the background, and the market. Wow, you can see the tower there of the market. You can make out the Chartist Tower there with the wave and the Newport Bridge. Alongside Cloud's Place you've got the Technical College with the dome. As we follow the Usk along, this is all the riverside on the other side. There's actually a boating club here as well. You'll see lots of boats sort of dotted around in the mud. Anyway, we're going to carry on walking Otis. And this is all part of the Newport Cycleway, or the National Cycleway I should say, route number 4. Well, here we are, Shaftsbury Park, and all I really know about Shaftsbury Park is that it was the place for the carnival, where it ended. And there was a great fair here with the Red Devils, the parachute team, dropping in. Absolutely fantastic. Would you like to go for a little run? There you go. A 1, a 2, 3, let's go! And down! Good boy! 1, 2, 3, let's go! And down! Good boy! Good boy! 1, 2, 3! I didn't say down that time. Come on, this way Otis. 1, 2, 3, let's go. Well, whilst Otis finishes his Zoom, I'm going to say thank you very much for joining us, and I look forward to catching you in part 3 of the Usk Valley Walk. Well, Otis and I are going to sign off now, so thank you very much for joining us. Please click that like button, and don't forget, please subscribe, and all in all, leave some comments. So till next time, cheerio from me, and a cheerio from Otis.